again, the same things that basically Grace was saying at the beginning of the year. And she says the Flash is Batfleck's final appearance, old footage of Cavill used on TV. So Grace is saying that, there isn't going to be Superman in the film, as in actually him in person. Um, I don't believe that. I think I do believe that person who saw him on set. Even before that person seeing him, I was sure that Henry would be in this movie because you gotta have him. But but again, Grace doesn't say that, so that's an interesting thing. However, I don't believe that. The next thing is the new Justice League is being formed. Supergirl is the new Superman, which is again a very dumb thing to say. Supergirl is not the new Superman. Supergirl is Supergirl, and she could be a new Kryptonian that's in the Justice League. She could be Supergirl in the Justice League. She's not Superman in the Justice League. Don't say that. And Keaton working with Black Canary picks Batgirl as the new Batman. Again, Batgirl is not the new Batman. Batgirl is Batgirl, and there's Michael Keaton Batman. So yeah, this is the new DC. Let's be open-minded and give it a fair shot. And she continues saying, the Keaton Black Canary Batgirl stuff obviously happens in her own movie to clarify. So yeah, uh, I don't really mind any of this, to be honest with you. Unless except that wording of things and stuff. I don't think that Supergirl and Batgirl are replacements of Superman and Batman. Although I can understand why you see that. Look, Ben Affleck didn't want to do Batman. He's out. They have to bring in another character, in his place. So
Yeah,
they,
well, I just James is saying, I'm sorry guys, but I do believe Grace in this one. Oh, we believe her as well. We just don't think that they're like the Batman and Superman.
yeah,
Like they're not technically Batman and Superman. They're
yeah.
taking
They're
positions similar to those characters,
look,
but they're their own characters. That's what we're kind
yeah.
of saying.
Let me explain it to you this way. Imagine if Superman and Batman both were in the DCU still, okay? And Supergirl and Batgirl were coming in. Would they be replacements of those two characters, or would they just be additions to the team? They're not replacing the Justice League members, they are just adding to the Justice League. The Justice League isn't just a team of 7 locked. They can be a team of 15 people. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So they're not replacements, they are just new additions. And on top of that, Ben Affleck's Batman is absent, and Superman, I don't know what he's doing. So they're not replacements, they're just new additions, but these two are missing. So they don't, it's not like they're replacements. There's a clear distinction there. Um,
It's just like it's a controversial tweet to put out because people are going to go crazy
yeah,
over it. If she said that like Supergirl and Batgirl will be a part of the new Justice League, then people wouldn't have been
yeah,
maybe too annoyed over it.
yeah,
Just replace or new is just kind of the word that gets people.
yeah. Look, for Batgirl, you can't blame them trying to get Batgirl or Michael Keaton's Batman into the team because basically Ben Affleck didn't want to do it, so they had to get someone to step in. So they probably are getting Michael Keaton to be the Batman of the DCU, which I don't like, but that's what it is. So they had to do something, and they chose that. So I don't know. I would have, if it was me and it came down to Ben Affleck not continuing as Batman, but you still want to have Batman in the DCU, I would have recast. But that's not what they're doing. They're getting Michael Keaton instead, and then taking Batgirl and putting in that place. So it is what it is. But for Superman, I don't think Supergirl is a replacement at all. I just think that she's an addition, and then Superman we might or might not see in the future. So him being or not being there is not a reason for them to replace Supergirl with Superman. That's just not what's happening.
Yeah.
Do you guys agree?
Is which topic is this one? Like what are we specifically?
So basically, we're talking about this, and then we are moving into the new Justice League being formed.
Yeah, well, yeah. So just like the Batfleck's final appearance, I think that's already been confirmed by Ben Affleck, but he could change his mind in the future if he wanted to come back for anything. He's just kind of he changes his mind a lot and he said different things. But right now, he just want to be Batman. This is his final appearance. Okay, old footage of Kal-El used on TV. That doesn't really sit right with me because I think they've really butchered Superman in the past. You know, look at JL-17 with the mustache. You look at Shazam, the headless cameo, and now he's going to be on a TV. We're getting closer to him actually being in physical form on camera, but it's just a little bit stupid for me. Hopefully, he is in the movie properly, not
Yeah.
just on a TV screen, because it just makes no sense. And yeah, I could see them. I don't know how that even happens, but
Probably
yeah,
footage from
and
Man of Steel, like how in BVS, Bruce Wayne sees on his computer.
true, yeah, it could be something like that, or yeah, that's true. But like, yeah, and then Batgirl is the new Batman. But I think Michael Keaton is too old to fight crime every single night, so he has to build his own Bat family to do the fighting crime for him. You have Robin, you have Batgirl, maybe Nightwing. That's what's probably going to happen there as well. And just to talk about the new Justice League, I've been saying this for a while since I heard Michael Keaton is coming to the
We've
DCU.
been talking
I think
about it on this channel for a
yeah,
long
yeah,
time
we
that
have.
that's a possibility.
Yeah, we have videos as well. Just couldn't find them. We do have them. We did talk about this, uh, where I laid out the new Justice League, and it looks like this is the new Justice League, and we're going to have Michael Keaton's Batman, who will be in the main DCU. I think he'll be a mentor to a lot of characters. We'll see him fight in the Flash movie, but I think maybe he gets badly hurt, or that's the time he realizes that he needs help with what he's doing, and that's when he starts to recruit other people and become a mentor to the world of the new DCU. So I think he'll be a mentor to the DCU Justice League, the new one. You'll have Flash as well because they're banking on the Flash to be a successful movie. Jason Momoa's movie made $1 billion. He's popular in the roles. He's not going anywhere. Gal Gadot is popular. She's not going anywhere. They're behind Shazam. Batgirl and Supergirl will be introductory characters as well. So they're hoping those will be received very well.
They're getting
You've
Shazam
also got
because they have no other option. Just
yeah,
kidding.
true. Yeah, and then like look the Shazam character for me, he doesn't fit with any of these characters at all. And for him to appear with these characters, it's like it's like he's going to be trying to be a Deadpool around these characters. I just don't think it can work with Zachary Levi. I just don't see him standing beside Jason Momoa, Aquaman, and pulling it
There's
off.
also Black
Maybe I'll be
Adam.
wrong. Black Adam as well. I think the Justice League could fight Black Adam like
Yeah.
at the in the middle of a movie, and then he ends up teaming up with them for a bigger threat or something like that as well. But you have Black Canary working with Michael Keaton's Batman. We've seen posters on the background set of this. So the new Justice League team actually isn't bad if Henry Cavill's added to it,
Yeah.
because the only one that doesn't want to be there is Henry Cavill, or is Ben Affleck. Sorry, he's done, like, he doesn't want to be there. And then of course there's Ray Fisher, and that's terrible. And I would love him to be back in this team, but there's still time before the new Justice League film is made. It's not made or anything, so he could still things could still be okay. But yeah, this team on paper isn't bad if Henry Cavill's added to it.
Yeah. Rokan?
It's kind of this thing where like, I'm all for having them be as part of the Justice League, absolutely, but I don't like the idea that they're going to be promoted, or at least badly tweeted in this case. I don't like the idea that they're promoted as just Batman and Superman replacements, because then it has that kind of like baggage of, kind of like that of the Batman Superman type of roles, and I would basically hate for Leslie and Sasha to get criticism because they're not like Batman and Superman. Yeah. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I hope that they can reword this in the future to basically say, okay, yeah, they're just the new members of the Justice League in that sense. So I don't know. I don't know how this will go down, but I do find it just weird that you brought J.K. Simmons back in and he's younger than Michael Keaton. You're gonna have an old geriatric Batman with a Gordon that's younger than him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just weird to me. I mean, I feel like if that was the case, then they should have just recasted, J.K. Simmons as Gordon as well and gotten an older actor than.
The thing is that we don't even know that this is actually going to happen. It's just rumors for now, but because the merger is happening in a few months, this could completely change. So it's just a potential thing that could happen.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And plans can change. I mean, they could redo the ending, or like redo kind of like their plans probably like months before the movie comes out. Look at Justice League, for instance. Or look at when Whedon took over. They literally changed up the movie like 4 or 5 months before it came out. So it could change. I mean, who knows? We'll see. But as for just kind of like a potential direction for the DCEU, I mean, I understand. Ben's done. I respect that. But Henry's, pretty much says in every interviews, I want to come back, and yet the studio's just kind of like, nope. It just doesn't make sense when you have an actor right there who's like jumping up and down, being like, oh, I want to do more. I want to play Superman more, and the studio be like, no, it's just it doesn't make sense to me. It's more.
I think it's more on Cavill as well, because this is what Grace said as well. She was, look, she has close sources on the Flash movie. So if she says that Cavill was trying to negotiate with WB for his contract and stuff, and we've known this is official news that they have been negotiating, right? So the negotiations have already been going on for a very, very long time. He still doesn't have a contract or whatever. So I think it just comes down to the negotiations. Maybe Cavill is asking for too much. Maybe WB doesn't want to pay him that much. Maybe they don't want to do a Man of Steel 2 the way Cavill wants, or maybe they just didn't agree on what the pay would be. So it could be a number of reasons. So I don't think it's solely on WB, because I do think if it was solely on WB, then he would have had cameos in Flash, Shazam even, and other movies, which didn't happen.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what's like really going to happen in terms of Henry Cavill, but like they seem to hate Zack Snyder, and they seem to hate Henry Cavill not to tie him down for a contract. There must be bad blood there between Henry Cavill and some of the executives or the studio, because like he is Superman, and they're willing to have J.J. Abrams do a new one, Tyler Hoechlin's the CW one, Michael B. Jordan is doing it, Supergirl's coming in, but they won't bring it back Henry Cavill's Superman. So there must be something deeper between a lot of these people and these guys, which is annoying. And it hasn't been resolved since 2017. Like, he honestly,
every year he's been more expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
It's totally on WB for not signing him early on.
He's bigger than he was in 2017, big time. And I think a lot of it is.
Yeah, he's got one of the biggest shows on Netflix right now, and he was Mission Impossible.
Yeah, and he's going to be in a Highlander reboot. He's going to be in a Mass Effect. Game adaptation. Look, it all goes back to 2017 for me. Henry Cavill may be awkward, and he may be looking for more money right now, and rightfully so, because he's a big star. But it all goes back to 2017 on those reshoots. Same with Ben Affleck. And like, Henry Cavill was brought from the shooting of Mission Impossible. He was done as Superman in Zack Snyder's Justice League. They shot it, Zack stepped away. He was brought back to shoot an entire movie within 2 or 3 months as Superman with a mustache on. And that movie comes out, and it actually makes a joke of him as an actor, as a character. In the press tour, everyone was talking about the mustache. It made a joke of him, so he was right to be pissed off at Warner Brothers for that. And it goes back to the poor management of talent. Jared Leto's the exact same. He was pissed off about the haircut. Big time. Or like the cut of the movie, everything was cut off, and it goes back to the sourness between the studio and the talent, and not looking after them big time. So yeah, it comes back to 2017 for me. Even if Henry Cavill is he's being awkward, or he's being hard to work with, like, you messed up. It's up to the studio to rebuild those relationships. And you look at Disney with Scarlett Johansson. Kevin Feige came out and said, I'm gonna work with Scarlett on a Marvel movie down the line. She's gonna come back as a producer, or she's gonna create something else, and that's what we do. That's managing your talent when things have gone sour. And Marvel isn't perfect or anything like that, but Kevin Feige, he has his head screwed on. He knows how to please fans and make sure that the stars are in good places.
And to add,
well, when we were doing our Spider-Man spoiler thing, didn't you say to me that like Toby was the holdout because he wanted more money, and he signed on. Apparently, he signed on at the last minute or something like that.
The like Grace was saying that as well, and then the writers came out and said that Henry and Toby and Andrew were there from the start.
Yeah.
Like, and then people started shit on Grace and stuff. Of course, they're going to say everything was okay.
Yeah.
They're not going to come out and say that Toby was being difficult because he wanted more money. They're
Right.
they're not going to come out and start talking
Yeah.
shit about Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield or any of the actors like that. So like, I believe a lot of stuff Grace says, but like Tobey Maguire, he was right to look for more money.
Yeah.
I would be
He was-
surprised if he did.
He was getting paid a lot during his
He was
movies.
the OG Spider-Man.
Yeah,
So
because they were huge.
yeah.
So,
And this movie
yeah,
wouldn't be the same without him. He was crucial to the movie. So he knew his worth.
and he's the modern day Superman, and he still is until they make or Henry Cavill, I mean, is the modern day Superman until they make a better Superman movie or a more modern known Superman.
Yeah.
Tyler Hoechlin is brilliant on CW, but the only people will see him is on CW. You know,
Yeah.
he's not going to reach general audiences. No offense, like to him or the show, it's just not that big where it's going to reach everybody. Man of Steel it made money. Batman v Superman made money. Zack Snyder's Justice League was a global phenomenon. That's 3 movies. You can count Justice League if you want, because people did see that. So that's 4 movies he's been in that made over 600 million, and the Zack Snyder's Justice League was a huge streaming hit. So he is known as the modern day Superman, and people will always be asking, "Where's Henry Cavill's Superman?" until they make a better Superman movie. So yeah, he's right to look for more money.
Yeah.
And if they make a new Superman movie and it makes $1 billion or it's a huge hit, people will forget about Henry Cavill pretty quickly, and his negotiation tactics won't be as strong. But right now, he's right because they don't have a Superman.
Yeah.